Good day, everybody. My name's Kathy Collins, and I'm here to show you how to manage inspection forms. I am a solutions engineer with IBM, and today we're going to go create a new inspection form. So simply go to Create Form. You'll have to enter the description of the form or the name of the form. You'll also have to select what type of form you are creating, and then from there you simply start adding questions. Notice on the left-hand side, there's lots of different options for response fields. We have meter readings, date and time entries. There will be a signature later on in this form. We also have a single numeric entry, multiple choice, single choice, and we have a text response field as well. So lots of different options for your questions. Once I have the question typed out, I then select what type of response I want to the question. This will be a multiple choice. Then I will go in and enter what my multiple choice options are for this particular question. Notice I just clicked the Add button to add an additional option. And I type the description again and hit Done. That's my first question. Let's go create a second question. Again, I want this to be a multiple choice option. I also have the option to add icons to the response fields. I'm going to add a check mark and an X for no. From here, I'm going to show you how to group questions. So because we have more than one question, I simply select the questions that I want to create a group for, and I'm going to name this one Section 1. Now we're going to go add a condition to the questions. I simply choose the question that I want the condition to be added to. I select what the response or the answer is going to be that causes the condition, and then I'll select the question that is part of that condition. I make it visible and required and save the record. And notice the little green Z over by the question. That means there's a condition associated with it. Another thing we're going to do is create a revision. So after you have an active inspection form, in order to modify it, you will need to create a revision. On the revision, there's lots of things that you can do. You can edit any of the questions. You can make them required. I'm making this signature field required. And then make sure to activate the new revision, which puts the other in a revised status. So lots of information you can see here on the form library. You can see the revision number. You can see if it's active or pending revision. We're going to go ahead and copy this form. And by copying the form, it takes all of the information and moves it over to a new form. From here, you can do things like duplicate sections, so you don't have to type it over and over again. Once it's duplicated, you then go in and modify by hitting the pencil icon. Some other things you can do to questions, besides adding icons, is adding color and also deciding whether or not you want this question to take an action, such as creating a work order. I'm also going to decide if this question needs to be required or not. So I can also add additional questions if I want them to be. Right here, I'm going to add a text response. I can add a single choice option if need be. I can also delete any of the questions that I'm working on. So for this one, we're just going to have a text response field. Once I'm done, I'll come over here and show you the drag and drop functionality within the form. You simply grab a question and move it to where you want it to be. So that's an easy way to rearrange your questions if need be. And once you've completed all of the changes to your form, of course you want to save that form. Again, it's in a draft status. Because it's in a draft status, I'm going to go add another condition to one of my questions. You have to select the question that you want to add the condition to. You also select which response is going to cause the condition. You'll make it visible and required, and then select the question that will be the condition that's going to show up if the user selects this particular response. You can see by the green Z next to the question that a condition is on that question. And then finally, we're going to go activate this form so that it can be ready for use. Now let's go take a look at our finished product. I'm on my iPhone, my mobile device, and I'm going to go down to the inspection. I can see that my new form or new inspection is there for me to perform. Hitting the big blue button, I've already completed some of these questions, so I just want to scroll through these questions quickly. to show you the different options. I also have a signature field at the very end. This is where you come in and put your signature. Once you've completed the inspection, you hit the big blue button in the corner that completes the inspection. Hit it one more time to get back to the main screen.